I'm the pioneer guy. Magic, you know? Pog haircut? Oh yeah, Rito, you know. Got the swoosh going. The swoop? The swoosh? Alright, no companion. They might be Phoenix. Hooked on Phoenix. We'll keep our hand in because we have the go blank for Phoenix and we have Fatal Push for Thing. We also have Epicure, so we can loot away something that's bad. Start with this on red for Epicure. Look at that dapper man. What's up, beef? Well, beefcake. Zombos. Yeah, but they don't have Gerald's messenger, so it's not so bad. Alright, I'm just gonna pop this baby. Later. God, I'm gonna go blank them so hard, they're gonna shit themselves, right? I'm gonna go blank them so hard, they're gonna shit themselves with fear. I'm gonna take... What am I taking? Okay. I'm taking the slowest line imaginable. Rally, I guess, wouldn't even been that scary. I'm definitely blocking if they attack, and then I'll help get more stuff out of their graveyard. Alright, so let's just go ahead and go blank, and we'll get their Liliana, and they'll be left with just Corpse Knight, no graveyard, versus our Blood Harvester Luris. I guess they have Diregraph Colossus. I feel like that deck could easily be built to just play 1s and 2s, and you could play Luris. I don't understand why they don't play Luris. I don't think Diregraph's that good. Wonder if they concede game or match. Lando. I'm really sick of people multi-queuing. I wish they would find a way to prevent it on Magic Online. Just really slows down the speed of the game. All right, so let's go Blood Token, discard Temper. And we'll go, we'll put Luris in our hand with our last bit of mana. I just wish it didn't take, you know, so long to do every action, is all. All right, we'll attack with one. If they drew Rally or something, it's not that big a deal. Let's just bring back 2 things. Go and play another Harvester. I'll say go. I don't really need to play the land. This is one of the reasons why Blood Tithe Harvester is so good. The recurring nature with Luris is actually really strong. Lava Coil, go blank. Flame Blessed Bolt. These 6 can come in. The Thoughtseizes I think are okay, but I might want to trim them. I think these can go. I think this is maybe the worst card in the deck, the Claim to Fame, so... Dreadbore is a little weak, but I'm going to keep it because we might need to kill those big old Colossi. I think I'm going to bench Thoughtseize, actually. I think Pinpoint Disruption's not great. Like, I can take away their Rally or whatever, but Go Blank does that pretty well, too, because they just play out their hand. But I think maybe I just want everything that can interact, so... So what do I cut? Do I cut Channeler? This seems like a matchup where Chandler's okay. Maybe Crux is bad, actually. Maybe it's just we close with... Like, it's not that hard to close in this matchup, right? So do we want Chandler or Croxa? I guess we want Croxa. We just don't need that many win cons, so... Current creatures with Lurrus is indeed good. Yeah, it's especially good when they have ETBs, and it's super, super duper good when they have ETBs and can go to the graveyard at will. You know what I mean? Hey, Todd, you get a haircut looking fresh. Thanks, Cola. Appreciate y'all. We'll keep this one. So we'll start with this on Mountain. Urborg turns it whatever. If we need to Flame Blast Bolt something. There's a pretty good curve. You know, removal into go blank. Maybe we'll lead with Blood Crypt tapped, actually. uh, Return to the Ranks is the really good one. The other, this one brings them back permanently and can be convoked, so it's actually rather cheap. It's the other one. The Rally of the Ancestors is like a combo kill where Return is just a good card. I'm gonna Croxa. I just kind of want to get their hand next turn best I can. This is gonna let me take a few points of damage, but my removal should hopefully clean it up after. This also lets me use my mana more efficiently, but it's possible I should have just Dreadboard Wayward Servant, you know? Alright, well, this one I gotta kill. But I'll go Dreadboard this. They'll draw a card. We'll go Flame Blast Bolt on the Servant. How's Chandler looking? The card trapped me in playing so many times. Draw. This is game 1 or game 2. I sided it out. I'm not sure if it's better or worse than Croxa in this spot, but all right, let's kill this thing. Keep them from drawing a card. Hopefully their hand is a little wonky. Dueling Urborgs, eh? Oh, thanks, Trough. Appreciate you, buddy. What did they discard? A Gideon ally. That's good to know. Corpse Knight, so they're going to get to draw cards. So we do need to answer this other Crypt Breaker. It's a little awkward. But we're getting plenty of time, which is nice. I'm gonna wait for him to draw a card and then we'll kill it. Okie doke. Man, that's kind of fucked up. It's chain of Crypt Breakers, eh? So we're not quite at Croxa mana yet. I figure they should main phase. Alright, well that could be good over the next few turns. We'll put Lurrus in our hand. We're gonna have to grind pretty hard here, but we're at a high life total, and they're not putting us under a ton of pressure because they're choosing to draw cards and kind of fight through my interaction. It's pretty good. Pretty cool, sis. So next turn we can go Harvester down the Crypt Breaker, bring back Kroxa, or bring like Luris plus Harvester again. It's probably Luris plus Harvester again. All right, so no cards. This is tapped, so we're gonna take the 4 probably. Okay, no attacks. That's great for me. And they have no cards in hand, so I'm just gonna go Luris plus Blood Tithe, and then we can maybe loot away the Go Blank. Although I may keep it just to get rid of their graveyard so we don't lose to rally or whatever. Like a Return to the Ranks here would be quite strong. So they're gonna attack with this. Okay. I think I'm okay with the mill. I'm gonna block here, trade. I want to gain some life. This does mill some more cards, so but if they hit rally or the other one, then it would be just as bad, right? We would be in the exact same spot. Like they would just have one fewer minion, but it's still huge. 9/9, that's pretty big. Let's get rid of Deadly Dispute. So do I have 5? One, 2, black red. We'll also play the Harvester as well. And this will close the game pretty quickly, actually. This is actually just twice the number. So we're not quite there with the blood tokens. We can afford to take a 9-point hit, though, which is kind of nuts. We can double block this. We gain some life off of this. These two are pretty good. They drew a land for turn. That's great news. The Westfell Abbey can chump block, though. If they attack with a Diagraph, I might double block, though. All right, so let's go attack with just the Kroxa, and if they block with Diagraph, we'll just temper post-combat. And I'll kill Corpse Knight and use Go Blank. Harvester Luris is nutty. Yeah, it's like one of the major strengths of this deck, honestly, is Luris plus Harvester. It's one of the strengths of Harvester, if you ask me. So they're actually pretty close to dying, which is funny. From Temper Kroxa in hand. Actually, they're just dead, right? I can just go Kroxa with Luris. I think they're dead. All right, so let's go Cycle, Fire Temper. GG. All right, thanks, McClunky. Appreciate you. 9/9's a big boy. Yeah, quite large. Surprised they didn't block, though. But we have lethal anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Coast of Being Burned just comes up a lot when you play it. Yeah, exactly. Keep one. Keep this one. Then either way, it doesn't matter. They're both going to go to the graveyard. Or one of them's definitely going to the graveyard no matter what. Such a cool picture. Easy. I love how Magic used to be called a game for kids, and now it's definitely a game for 40-year-olds. You know? Yeah, but just because Phyrexian's a Kamigawa doesn't mean that they're bringing back Phyrexian mana. Phyrexian mana is kind of fucked up. What kid could afford to play Magic? Yeah, no shit, Michael. There are a lot of old magic arts not kid friendly. Yes, but I'm just saying, everyone used to think it was for kids. It's definitely not. It's like something else now, I guess. All right, let's go Fire Temper. Let's go ahead and blast this Eldritch Mystic and draw a card and attack for 1. This Urborg's been pretty good, but it's still annoying as always. Templating. WotC is a company that learns from mistakes. No. Well, no. Right, Cam. It used to be for kids, and now it's for us. It's for people who have a lot of disposable income. The goose is loose. Well, I didn't have very much disposable income, and I always seem to make it work, Cam. It's a bit harder now. But I guess I was having to fleece other kids, so... I don't know. Maybe it'll be a cool set. I'm looking forward to giving it a shot at least. I'm gonna just go blank them and try to take their land or their big drops. Next turn, if they go Winota attack for 1, I can go, okay, hope they missed, then go Croxa Fatal Push. But without the blood token, maybe because of that, we should have just used Fatal Push on it, but I'm not sure. Yeah, bunch. I guess y'all had all the disposable income, Cam. Thanks for lending me some of your wealth. I have turned it into a not extremely profitable business. Ugh, this matchup feels like it's bad. All right, so they get 1 tag on the Innkeeper, and then we'll kill this, and hopefully we draw something, and hopefully they miss. I'm definitely going to trade here, though. Okay. Man, in Winota, a cool and fun fair magic card that's very fun and cool to play against all the time. So fun and cool all the time. So, man, Magic just sucks. Magic's such a bad fucking game. God damn it. Bum bum. I'm about ready to go play Modern. You want to go play Modern after this league? Just go ahead and swap. Just go ahead and get out of this fucking cesspool. Did they say when it was ending, Rory? Okay, that just means... So I was pretty sure they were keeping everything till the end of February, so I assume that's what it was. What do I put back? I guess Colgan's command, but maybe I want that. Maybe it's just Croxa. We'll draw 1, hopefully. I know, Cola. I'm just getting tilted. Last couple days have been nothing but Winota and Jeskai Ascendancy, and it just is boring. The games are bad. I just don't like playing when the games are bad, right? Just like no decision you make really matters other than deck decision. And that's no fun. But we're almost done. February 1st, I'm probably going to switch to Modern. But Pioneer's fun sometimes. And everyone plays extremely slow, and everyone plays decks I hate, so... No elf. Nice keep. Keep the black mana. Why does the Pioneer player seem so much slower? I've noticed that too. Do you think people are just warming up to the format? No, they're all playing 2 matches at once. Or they're all just on bad internet. I don't know. I really don't know. It's really stupid and annoying. I think Chariots. The Winotas are good, but we can fight through them. It's really hard to fight through Chariot. Yeah, switching formats is probably fine. It's just more so like... It's after a month, it's pretty clear to me which 3 cards are stupid and probably deserve a ban, right? And like, it's all about mitigation at this point, right? I'm gonna keep my blood token for as long as I can, because it's a way to turn on Fatal Push. Angrass Rampage is pretty good here too, though. Geralf, it's not that, man. It's literally just someone tanks for a minute with no decisions. They just are doing something else. I don't know if it's playing another match or whatever, but people are literally just doing something else is all. We're gonna kill the goose since it's the mana creature, and I'm gonna make them discard a card and hope they don't have Nullhide Ferox. Yeah, exactly, Cola. How can you ever possibly afford it, Todd? How could you possibly play another format? Well, buddy, I'm gonna Rampage first, I think. The problem is they're just going to play one of their 6-drops and I'm going to die, so it doesn't really matter. And that's kind of the problem with playing against this mid-range version of the deck. The Winotas, when they're good, they're absolutely fucked up. And when they're bad, they're still a 4-mana 4/4. And every other card is like a 6-for-1. You know, they just drew their 6-drop and 6 lands after I made them discard and blah, blah, blah. You know, it's like extremely predictable and annoying, you know? We'll just say go. The Tovolar doesn't flip with the Winota. So we can still maybe do some stuff next turn to kill them both. Well, Rory, there's not an online client, so I can't stream it, so I can't play it really. There's no road to play IRL. So next turn might be pretty good. How are they just not playing Winota, man? Just play it. Fuck. 4 mana and play it. It's gonna kill this. Well, that's awkward. I forgot this flipped. And now it's whenever it attacks. Whatever, I quit. Time to play Vintage? Yeah, Vintage is fun. Like, you go into it, like, with an understanding. You know? We'll eat a Swamp, because I kind of want Blightstep to be, correct color. Alright, we're gonna push this and then just play Channeler off the Blightstep. We can maybe pitch some of our lands to get some real spells. If we don't, we can just put Lurrus in our hand or whatever. I'll take the shock one time. Next time, I don't know. I didn't really want to play Croxa. I want to find a removal spell for the Eidolon. You made a sarcasm bot at work today. Does it just turn your text into that, Cola? I always did that manually. Stomp? Okay. Sure, that's fine. We got Lurrus for it later. Alright, so... just gonna say go, and we'll... I guess K-Command to pop this and bring back Channeler, but I may use it to make them discard, depending. I guess I'll just make them discard. I mean, discard has some value to it right now. Whereas I can just go like Lurrus Channeler next turn, and if they kill both, that's fine. If they kill only one, that's fine. Bone Crusher is whatever. The Crooks in hand is actually maybe worth doing now. Let's get them low on cards, fill up our graveyard so we can bring back Crooks in a turn and really empty them out. Just trying to see if not killing it would change their play. I'm not going to play around Titan Strength. These decks don't usually do that, so there's very little reason for me to play around it. But now we can bring back Croxa. Wow, okay. Mana is actually worse for me because I get to play something. Stomp? Okay, Stomp's okay. I think it's Croxa though, because we got to threaten the Chandra. No, it's got to be this first, right? Into Channeler. Croxa is not good enough in that spot, but now when they minus, they have to like minus on the Lurrus. They play Bone Crusher. We just bring back Croxa. Maybe we use this. If they play Bone Crusher, they can't play the thing in hand either, so... Eidolon, that's fine. We take 2 from Croxa, though, so... Let's pitch Blood Crypts. Play that card this turn, okay? Yep. But this should do them a lot of damage over the next few turns. We can block Din if they attack with this and take 3 down to 3. If they just play Bone Crusher, we can use this to block. Zergo's fine, deals them some damage. And now they have to block something with the Kroxa, and it can't be with Zergo, so it has to be with Eidolon or Bone Crusher. I hope it's Eidolon. But if it's Bone Crusher, we can still play Harvester and it's fine. Yeah, Drop Bear. I'm sure that the like less hyper competitive is the better, but it's still like, you know, you're in some trouble or whatever. You may play that card this turn. Okay. All right, so we go here. Well, Chandler's looking pretty good. It should. There's just a couple cards that are just still around that have no business being around, right? It's just kind of dumb. All right, a little more removal. I think Rampage to help out with Chandra a little. The go blanks aren't that bad, but Thought Seizes are worse. You have one of these. It's actually a Duress. I wish Duress could hit Stomp, to be honest. The Deadly Disputes have been kind of weak in this deck for me, especially this version. Think the red deck has something that shouldn't be around? No, the red deck's fine. The red deck's getting pummeled. Chandra's their like best card, and some decks don't even play it. I think it's the go blanks and a Duress or two. I just don't think it's I think you can't Thought Seize them. I think Thought Seize is too damaging. But maybe Thought Seize is better than Duress because it could take Eidolon. It is an underrated card, but I think it's actually more properly rated. It's close though. Like it's so close to being good, but it needs to be like a 2-4 or 2-3. Like it's just a little too small as a 1-3 to start. And it's actually not easy to turn it on. I mean, that whole game we played, we only ever could have turned it on once, and then we ate our graveyard with Kroxa, so it was kind of just a card advantage engine. All right, we'll go Temper. Pop the Dolan. We can't block, so we'll just attack. That 1 damage might matter for later. Did the cut top. Thanks for the most. I got it done yesterday, and I quite enjoy it. Cast the Bone Crusher. Okay. Okay. I think it's go blank. And then next turn we can go Kroxa Dreadbore. I just need to shrink their hand a little. I'm going to chump block the Bone Crusher and then probably Dreadbore it. They'll put them down to 1 card, so if they have land, Chandra, you know, like they have to keep Chandra, discard the land. And there's a Den, so that's sick. They drew Den this last turn. Scab Clan. Okay. Well, I'm in some trouble, folks. This is a non-creature. Oh, this one's going to be the most damage long term, I think. So we'll kill that. Get their last card. Hope we draw some interaction next turn. We're going to take 5 down to 6. Then we're looking to find something. I don't think it's activate Den of the Bugbear, but maybe it is. Well, I guess it has to be because we don't have any other. I think next turn I'll bring back Loris and play it if they don't attack. Tan, if you had the opportunity to ban one card and unban one card, what would they be? I would ban I think I would ban Jeskai Ascendancy, and I would unban Leyline of Abundance. I think Leyline's fine. I think Leyline ban was a mistake to begin with. I think it creates explosiveness, but it comes with like significant risk, and it's not good at multiples. And I think Nykthos was the problem anyway, not Leyline itself. But if you don't want to ban that one, then that's fine, right? So we can Croaks of them. I'd need to get the Lurrus in play though, so I can we have this so we can bring this back, but I need to gain some life next turn to get out of range of Raminap and burn spells. So this is making it so they can't Raminap and play a burn spell, so if they're just Raminapping, that's fine. And then we go to 3, and then we're probably dead on their upkeep. That's my guess. Oh no, I guess they have to discard, so it's not quite. So if they just play land for Raminap, we're fine. If they draw Lightning Strike, we're dead. Let's go. I need one. Stream's going pretty good though. I'm enjoying it. Hope y'all are too. I think after this league, we're just gonna watch some coverage though. You know? One sec. You tried any Bolas Citadel decks in Pioneer yet? Actually, my first deck was a Bolas Citadel deck that I tried. I'm loving the pathways, man. Not taking damage is nice. Pathways are so good. These lands are good too, the Haunted Ridges. Sorry, I had a phone call. Play Harvester, get some beatdowns on. Tandy, if they were to do a Pioneer Horizon set, what cards would you want to see reprinted that aren't currently Pioneer? For me, it would be Huntmaster of the Fells or Lingering Souls. Drop Bear, those are cool questions. I don't know. That's a really good question. I'll have to think more on it. Let's see. What are my favorite cards in Modern that aren't in Standard? I would like to see Firebolt. Firebolt's in Modern. It just got printed into Modern, but it's not that good, right? I would like to see that. So we'll kill that stupid fairy. Bring the Lurrus back. We could play Go Blank, but I'd rather go like Thoughtseize Go Blank next turn. You know? Something like that. Use my mana efficiently. I assume they have some amount of permission, but I think they might be the like... What's the... the thing where you... Oh, I guess they have Fib, which I don't actually know what they're playing, to be honest, to be frank. Hi, my name's Frank, to be honest. I'm gonna leave with Thoughtseize. I want to see what's up over there. Alright, what's this? Turn up 2, creatures on his hand, discard 2, draw 2, target player creates an illusion. Okay, that's the one. Go Blank's been good. I might play a second main. You'd settle for completing land cycles? Land cycles would be cool. You just asked me what ones I want. I don't know. Alright, so they kept the chain to the rocks. We're just not going to play Lurrus until we get that chain out of their hand. We'll look for Croxa or something to just get their hands. But I want this to kind of go unfettered for a little while. Lemon Lyman says, whenever WotC fucks with formats, they just break them. I don't think so. I think the bands I made in Standard are good. It's just they're just like too little too late is all. That's the only problem. Remember there were 10 years between standard bans? Yeah, but how many of those standard formats should have had a ban? I can count at least 4 or 5. They definitely should have banned some stuff during the Delver era. Every deck was Delver or not. It was kind of fucked up. Alright, chain on the Harvester, that's fine. We're going to EOT do some blood sacking, I think, to... We'll call it bloodletting. Do some bloodletting. Get some of these extra lands out. Every deck's always Delver and not Delver? Right. But in that format, it was 50% Delver, my friend. I don't know if you realize that. I don't think you realize how bad it was. It was pretty bad. Oh, I should have discarded it so I could go... I'm gonna give a haste and battle. Maybe should have done it last turn to use my mana more efficiently, but I thought there was a chance I might want to give Croaks a haste or something. But now we have Den of the Bugbear, so it looks like we're going to be fine. And we still have Lurrus on the rebound if they do play a Verdict or something. So we're in good shape. Obviously, if they play like Teferi 5-drop or whatever, we might be in trouble. I don't really know what's in their deck, though. Yeah, I would have banned Getting Allies in the car. I would have banned Ponder. And what else would I have banned in the day? Might have banned Siege Rhino. Might have banned Birthing Pod. It was close. All those cards were extremely good and maybe too good. But like they're just more cavalier about bans now, right? Like they're trying to maintain the health of the format, and I think the bannings for the standard stuff were good. It's just no one plays standard because of alchemy, so it doesn't matter. What's up, Ewan? How's it going? The only time I played a modern tournament was during that era. I played against Delver 4 out of 7 rounds. I don't think Delver's ever been good in modern, man. I don't know what to tell you. Delver is never a good modern card. I tried playing it a bunch, and it was always the worst card in the deck. And people, they didn't make fun of me for it, but they were like, you know, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, I'm saying to my opponent, what are you doing? Oh, I forgot about Treasure Cruise. That's fair. But that was another format where they absolutely had to ban something. I just forgot that Delver was the card people played. But, like, Young Pyromancer was, like, the second, or, like, the best threat in the deck, I think. Outside of the Treasure Cruise stuff, like, you know, the Delver itself was not the problem card. It's hard to protect. You have to be really threat light when you play it. But it was always Treasure Cruise that was a problem. How's it going, Jason? Yeah, technically Delver deck, but it also played Goblin Guide or whatever, right? Or not? I don't know. Swiss Spear. I mean, I remember Bob Wong's first Legacy deck that broke the format, so I understand. They got Kaya's Wrath. How do you even cast out of that? So they're just a fires deck? So they're just a fires deck. Okay. How are they casting the Kai's Wrath? They grabbed. They have to peel fires, I think. They just need a sweeper to deal with two things, and they just don't have their fires online, but they're hoping to draw it, I guess. They're 1, so even if they Wrath, they go up to 4. We kill them with Den. I don't know. Oh, I have Urborg, lol. That's hilarious. Nice, Urborg, Todd. You're really owning today. So now I think I could go for blood. I was gonna say I can go for Den, or I can just like Luris plus stuff. Luris plus stuff seems fine. All right, Duress and go blank in. I think Fatal Push can go out. Deadly Dispute's good here. Dreadbore maybe okay here if they have Planeswalkers. Claim to Fame's okay. Luke says, sorry, I'm new to Pioneer. Could you give me some insight on what the best decks are? To my understanding, it's Omnath and Phoenix. Omnath's not a deck, Luke. Omnath is a card. No one really plays an Omnath deck. There's a Jeskai Ascendancy deck that plays 4 Omnath, if that's what you're talking about. But I would say that's more of a Jeskai Ascendancy deck. If you want to look over the decks in the format, I would highly recommend going to MTG Goldfish. They have a lot of resources so you can figure out what's good and what's bad. They have like top performing decks with links to all the most recent archetypes and deck lists. It's really, really, really good. Phoenix is the best mid-range deck. Jeskai Sensei is the best combo deck. The best control deck's probably blue-white. And the best, what else? Best aggro decks, Boros Heroic. That's what I would say. Don't want Necromentia. What can I get out of my deck? These Fire Tempers got to go, probably. These Dreadbores, I think, can stay. Do I want Necromentia or Ingress Rampage? Or neither? I don't know what's in their deck enough to name right with Necromentia, I don't think. Guess I'll do Rampage. Just like one thing to kill a Planeswalker, just in case. Thanks for help. No worries. Goldfish is a great resource for finding decks. I use them like every day when I stream. How's Magmatic performing? It's been fine so far, Cesar. I'm not sure if it's better or worse than Citrus Supplier yet. Having it as a 2-drop instead of Citrus Supplier means your Croaks is a little worse and your Deadly Dispute's a little worse. So I'm thinking maybe it should just be a clean swap. But so far, it looked okay. Like, it did look okay so far. And the 1/1 body is not that good. I actually think the Deadly Dispute's been one of the weaker cards in this deck, and it seems like it should be really good. But the Blood tokens just have a lot of value in turning on Fatal Push, cycling Fire Temper, things like that. So you just find yourself in a lot of scenarios where the you don't want to sack the Blood token to the thing. All right, we're going to Dreadbore this so we can keep attacking. Next turn, we have another Dreadbore. If I didn't have another Dreadbore, I don't know that I would have burned it, you know? Jessica's the only one you don't have? That's fair. That's good, because that one's my target for banning, personally. Description, sure. I don't think Dreadbore on the Narset's worth. I'm going to attack Narset for 1. It's going to reduce the potency of how strong it is. All right, so how bad can this be? Return. The kicker costs so much. Scratch you, draw 2. An illusion. All those are dealable. Just going to go Luris. I'm assuming they have no counter spells, so because they're very sorcery oriented. I assume they're also playing fire since they're playing Granted and Kai's Wrath on the sideboard. It only makes sense. So we're going to play for a longer game. We're not going to pop this. We're going to wait for them. We got to be careful with our blood tokens in this. We got to keep that in the back of our head so we don't forget. Thanks for being good sub background noise while I work. Oh, thanks, Ewan. They can't go with Fire's Out, which is dirty. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I mean, as just a draw 2, scry 2 that's great. As a bounce 2, it seems like a really cool card for the deck, so. Did they get another one? Or did they miss? They missed. That's sick. The Field of Ruin on this is a little awkward. We'll take Fires. It's removal, inscription, and Fires. So we'll take the thing that lets them burst onto the scene. I might go ahead and pop a blood token now, though, to look for a threat that's not Lurrus. Because Clarion, they can pop this and Clarion me. But I'm playing Phoenix just because I play a lot of Historic for now. I mean, that's good loot. The Phoenix decks are good. You're just really disadvantaged against specifically combo. The Jeskai Ascendancy deck and the Lotus Field decks will blow you out. You cannot beat them. And I don't mean that like, oh, you can get lucky and beat them or whatever. I'm saying it's like a 90-10 matchup because you just aren't that fast and you have no disruption that actually interacts with them in a profitable way for you. So just be aware is all. I need to draw a Croxa, please. I'm not just going to play a blind Lurrus, you know? I think I maybe need some more sideboard threats. I don't really want to Thoughtseize because I kind of know what they have going on. I guess I could have taken an Inscription of Abundance, but I don't know. I kind of don't care that much about it. All right, we're going to take a look now. Let's see what all they got. Let's dismiss this. All right, let me read this. So get a mana, gain 2 life. Minus 2, discard a card. Draw a card and discard a card. When you do, deal damage to something, that's fine. Okay. So I think I'd take it over Inscription. Because if they just start plussing it, it's kind of annoying. Inscription is just like a one-off thing. It's not that bad. The problem is they have 2 Clarions, so no matter what I do, I'm kind of in a weird spot. Yeah, it's yeah, okay, just pretty bad. This format's really rock, paper, scissors. The gameplay is actually kind of one-sided in a lot of matchups. But when you get like 2 matchups that are kind of close, it's really fun. Okay. Expected. I'm going to go ahead and sack now. I think I'm going to go ahead and Lurrus and get another blood token off the Epicure. I really just need to keep cycling, keep churning. And it's just trading Lurrus for Clarion, and then my stuff later can maybe do something. I have a Swamp left in my deck. Look for a Thoughtseize or something. If we had Thoughtseize, it'd be great. Alright, so next turn I'll get back Epicure, I guess, and attack. Unfortunately, this can't get back Lurrus, which is a huge downside for Claim to Fame, to be honest. I would much rather have Unearth in this format. Are there matches where you wish I had Arcanist instead of Blood? What, Dreadwood Arcanist instead of the Blood stuff? Not really. I think Dreadwood Arcanist is for a different deck that plays more 1-drops, right? You can't really pump it too easily. I think this deck does a nice little bridging of the gap. I'm going to give the Blood Tithe Harvester haste here and attack. Maybe I should have taken Clarions instead of the card draw stuff, but we're lucky that they're just kind of floundering. I really like that the blood tokens give you the ability to insulate yourself from flood, though. The blood tokens are excellent in this deck. Fatal Push turned on, etc., etc. Hey, sweetie.
They gave me fries. Sorry.
Thank you. One sec. Okay. Let's go ahead and get their graveyard. Get 2 cards out of their hands. We'll keep attacking. Like the haircut. Thanks, Tannen. Yeah, Zam, they done completed Tameo. They done taken Tameo to the Shadow Realm. My God. Is that Gideon Juro's music? He's back from the dead. So hype since Vorinclex? Oh, did they announce another new Vorinclex, or you're just like happy that he was a Monstrous Raider guy? Yeah, the Farks and Flavor Text Obliterator tattoo. Nice. Love to see it. Turn off auto yields. I might actually loot this away. Okay. I won't now. Alright, so let's discard this Blood Crypt. Target player sacks a creature. You're just happy Phyrexian's coming back. That's fair. I love me some Phyrexian too. As you probably know, Phyrexian mana is one of my favorite things. Narset! Plus, for white to pop this. That sucks. Burned all my removal. Alright, we need Croaks ASAP. ASAP Rocky. Guess I'll also accept another Dreadbore. The 2 life returns actually super annoying for us. Okay. Dress you. Dress you. Guess I'll attack Narset for a little while. It's gonna be hard to kill him through the life gain. You just hope we don't uncomplete her later? Didn't they complete either Gerard or Urza? No, I think Urza just got turned into a talking head. A literal talking head. I'm hungry, chat. I'm ready to watch some coverage. Y'all want to hang out and just watch coverage for the rest of the day? After this league? I kind of want to watch the Players' Championship from 2009. That's what I want. Or 2019, rather. Yikers. We're in trouble. Fires, draw a card, find Narset. Narset finds Izzet Charm. Perfect. Best possible draw. I hate my life. Let's cut these claim to fames. I don't know if I even want these Ingrass Rampages. I guess they're better than nothing. Maybe the Fire Timbers are bad. Maybe it's like this. I don't think Necrominch is that good. Okay, I guess. See what I mean about Deadly Dispute, though? It's just kind of weak. We just don't have a lot of things for it. So I think the first thing I'll change is I'll just swap back. I'm going to go ahead and Thoughtseize. I might be able to strip them with something cool early, like a piece that develops them. So Clarion over Chain. I'll take Clarion over Chain. I don't want to be able to sweep away my Luris and the thing it gets back. Unfortunately, this is a little awkward, though. All right, well, we're guaranteed to hit, and we might hit something better, so let's go ahead and hit them with a Duress. They have a Dream Trawler. That's excellent for me. Excellent for me that they have Dream Trawler, chats. You know what that means? It means I'm fucked. It means I can't win the game anymore. An impossible to kill magic card. Todd Fancy digging the cut. Thanks, Summerhill. What does that mean? What does Dream Trawler mean? It means I can't win the game anymore. It means I can't beat it. Have you ever tried to beat a Dream Trawler? It's almost impossible. I don't know how to explain it better. This motherfucker. Holy shit. Do we have Rampage? Yeah, we have 2 Rampages. We have a shot, but, like, we have to clear a lot of stuff for Rampage to be good. Well, that might be good, actually. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Play Den. They'll play a land and maybe Fires, and then I'll just go blank their last 2. And then they're in top deck mode. So we know they have Trawler and Fires, and then a random. So if it's something they don't want to cast or can't cast, then the go blank's going to be great. If it's like another Narset, I'm going to be kind of upset. Rampage! See, Tannen gets it. Tannen fucking gets it. For real talk. For being real honest here. Alright, so we'll play Croxa. Trigger on. Deadly Dispute. Like, these are obviously the good turns for Deadly Dispute, but... Glory Banger. Should I just go and play Luris? So the next turn I can go Croxa plus bring it back? I think so. It's just the threat of it's pretty good, right? So next turn I can go deal them 9, right? I go Croxa from graveyard with Luris, it goes back. Claim it, it goes back, and then bring it back. Main phase into the Royal with Kicker. That's pretty good, man. Not gonna lie, it's not a bad sequence for them. Kicker with Fire is kind of cool. I never even thought about it like that, to be honest. Hey, Todd, did you see Regis this morning? Would you bring Sexy back? Yeah, maybe. All right, I'm gonna start with this. I guess I'll go ahead and just bring him back, huh? Black, black, red, red. We got 2 Dens already, so I'm just gonna play this as a black. I guess I actually should have went Claim, bring it back, and then Channeler instead. That was probably better. First 3 seasons of Archer were so gas. Honestly, the last couple have been really fun. They got really weird into exploring the characters in different settings because they just did like the dream stuff or the coma stuff, you know, where it's just all the characters reimagined in a different setting. And it kind of like loosely ties into the rest of the series, but... Nice Dream Trawler, yeah. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Draw a card. All right. And then you may discard a card. If you do, you can kill Luris. All right, they chose not to. That's actually sus. Sus. Bring back Fairy. Okay. Tutor with Fairy. Okay. So now they're going to Wrath me or whatever. And then we just get to kill the Narset, though. So they're on empty. We get Den. We got Crooks in the grave. That's fine. Alright, we'll have Narset take 3 and they'll take 1. No reason to claim to fame yet. Next turn, if we draw a bad card, we'll pitch it to Channeler, start looking for ways to fill up the graveyard for Croxa. The Pam Coke season was so freaking good. Yeah, I loved it. Wow, nice peel. Nice peel. Good peels. Good peels live. Oh, we can give him haste, though. That's nice. I guess we could play our land, and if we drew another land, we could activate Den the Bugbear twice, but I feel like this is slightly better. Alright, let's go ahead and just pitch this, see what we hit. Let's go for Dreadboard. Dreadboard this. I can't play anything since fires anyway. I'm gonna activate Den while I can, I think. We'll play Croxa and maybe bring a Croxa back next turn, but when you can activate your creature lands, you probably should, and they didn't play anything. They were just going to discard to Fae, so I think it's probably just a land, so we deal them 3, but I think I would rather snag a real card off of this instead, so. We got a new sponsor of the stream, Dynamo Nestico Collectibles. Make sure to check out their eBay site. It's in the chat right now, ebay.com/Dynamo Collectibles. If you want to check out some cool old video games, you want to buy or sell, he's your man. Tell him Tandy sent you, and he'll give you a good deal. He'll give you a good deal no matter what, but just tell him Tandy sent you. All right, I want to kind of guarantee this Croxa does damage, so we'll do this. This should be lethal. Lethal enough. Oh, it's just lethal, actually, if I... Cool. Got Popeyes? Oh, yeah. Channeler plus Temper is pretty cool. Try to do that this game, I think. That's your go-to cheat meal? Yeah, that's good. What's the sauce called? So there's a company in Alabama that's like a fast food joint, and they just put this on their hamburgers, and they serve it on the side with like chicken fingers and whatnot. And it's like my favorite fast food restaurant, but their burgers are always just like, you know, the cheese is like baked down, the burgers are like nice and crispy. It's just all around tasty. And then on top of that, they have just like this delicious sauce, so. But they sell it online. I actually bought way too much. Uh-oh. Might be in trouble. I bought way too much. On accident. I thought I was buying 6 bottles, and each order was 3 bottles. So I ended up buying 18 little mini bottles. Not great. Alright, well, let's go for a Magmatic. Assume that they're going to go for Grizzly Salvage and hope they don't hit anything nutty. Maybe they're just going for Otherworldly, but I'm really hoping this Go Blank is good. So they found Soul Flare. They put Samet in the yard, and a lot of Soul Flares in the yard. So Samet is not hexproof, though. So if we can kill it with Fatal Push and Croxa if they just go for a 4/4. Oh, no, it costs 6, right? Never mind. So maybe we're fucked. Oh, they're not going for it. Good, good, good. So they hit a Riverwinder, so they can do it next turn, maybe. It'll just be hexproof only. No other text. All right. So far, I'm still thinking this format. I remember being iffy a while back. I mean, it's about fine-ish, I guess. I really wish Magmatic it was until end of your next turn. That way, I could just EOT pitch Kroxa, make it like a little card engine. As it stands, it's just kind of weak. So I gather the pack that hit a adult gold dragon and a riverwinder, so I can leave them both in the grave and get a haste hexproof. So is it flying lifelink or just flying? Flying lifelink, haste, hexproof. Extremely cool. Can't possibly win. I don't know how we win. How is it possible? Liliana the Veil. That's one I'd like to see in this format. Liliana the Veil. That one would be nice. I guess maybe I can kind of counter it with Luris if I try hard enough. Guess I should have main phased that. I'll start with an attack. Let's get both the cards out of their hands. So we'll start with the Kroxa from hand, I think. Then Chandler from grave, maybe, and then Epicure. Actually, maybe just double Kroxa. Fuck it. I'm just gonna put one in place so I can attack for big chunks. Attacking for big chunks. They've already gone through 3 Soul Flares, so I'm hoping they just don't find one more. Nobody, JP. We watched a little bit of the broadcast, but I only caught the last like 5 or 10 minutes of it. And the Tezzeret was like being shown, but I didn't have time to look closely. All right, let's just go for damage output. I'm gonna take Samet, I guess. The haste is like kind of scary. Oh, Zapalta, scary, scary. Let's pitch Fatal Push, I guess. And we'll play this as red. All right, so they're dead next turn. They can give it haste. I probably should have got rid of the haste part. That was a mistake, I guess. So this can block. Oh, wow. Tapping for red, huh? Going for the kill? Too bad. Fire temper you, bro. It's pretty lucky for me. If they attack first, they have a blocker. I don't know if that matters that much, but it's funny. Looking fresh, my dude. Thanks, Z-Score. Everyone talking about my fresh cut. It's a nice cut, isn't it? It's a nice cut, eh? What's bad? Fatal push? These are kind of bad. They're not interacting at all. All right. You're like a member of society? Thanks, Big Show. We do live in a society. I'll teach you. Lurs, can you stop pumping up in my mentions, bro? I really don't want to play the Carotid, right? They already have X-Proof. The Carotid actually stops this. Now, if they just collect the Brutality and take this, that's fine. I was Thoughtseize or Grizzly Salvage. You have another Unclaimed Territory type land. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go Thoughtseize. I might take their Brutality. They're gonna salvage. So they're gonna take Troll to hand. Let's dismiss all this. And then we'll, I guess now we just take Brutality. The Troll is, we can deal with that. Cost black to regenerate or green? Black. Okay. So how close is it to actually unclaimed territory? Oh, cool. So it's just better. That's sick. If it's just an upgrade, that's fine. I thought Unclaimed and Cavern not being able to activate abilities was weird. So I've always wanted to be able to activate the abilities on those, so. What's happening? They just peeled it? So they're just gonna go for it like a madman? And I have to break his heart with Rampage? Extra Trample, yeah. Have to break his little heart. Have to break his little heart. It's real big for Pioneer Humans. I agree. I've wanted them to have one of those lands for a minute. Wait, Todd, off topic, have you played Netrunner before? No, but I've heard about it. I don't really know much about it, though. So discard Zapalta. Discard Adult Gold Dragon. They just peeled another one. That's kind of sick. It really sucks for them that I have them beat, though, because I have this on this plus. So we'll take 8. Or does it have Double Strike? Double Strike, so 8, 12. We go to 4. I can deal with that. No cards in hand, okay. I really hate to break this little guy's heart again. Hate to break your little heart. All right, we're gonna discard this temper. Go for a Domsky, little Domsky. Play this tap. Next turn we'll get back Luris. Maybe play Necromantia on Soul Flare. Oh yeah, Jason, we gotta show him who's boss, baby. Can't be letting people have giant hexproof aliens for $4 or whatever, you know? It's like, come on, man. And that's kind of me. No, sir. Might be time for Luris, Abs, and Humans because the mana's good enough. Yeah, but are the humans good enough? Isn't it just all these lieutenants the only real payoff? You don't even have Champion of the Parish, right? All right, so let's go game log. Let's see how bad I'm about to lose. It doesn't tell me what they put in the graveyard. So they put in Sanctum, Sammet, Gather. Nice. Land? Alright, so we'll go Luris in hand. And then we'll take away all their Soul Flares. And then we're going to lose baby adult gold dragon, you know? Baby adult gold dragon. Soul Flare. Screenshot if you want their deck list. I'm giving you till right now. You got 5 seconds to hit, was it print screen or whatever? Sometimes people like seeing the deck list when I do this, so. Alright, GG. Got a long way to go. Adult baby gold dragon is annoying and can kill us over 2 turns, but they need another red-white source. Oh, hey! Hey, let's go! 4-1! Not bad, not bad. Alright, so we just finished our league with Rakdos Blood. This take on the deck was interesting. I found the original list in the 5-0 deck dumps from today, and I thought I'd give it a go and really fill out what I thought about it and give you my thoughts. After going 4-1 in the league, our only loss was to Wynota. And Wynota in general, I think, is just going to be a bad matchup for a deck with a lot of just straight up spot removal and not a lot of closing speed, because the closing speed is the thing, because the Wynota deck is really good at playing the long game thanks to Tovlar's Huntmaster, Wynota, Chariot. I know I keep saying Wynota and Wynota. I'm sorry. Can't help it. The Magmatic Channelers were kind of cool. I didn't really get to use them that well with Fire Temper or Kroxa, but I think in general that's kind of always been the case with it. So I might actually just suggest cutting it for Stitcher Supplier. I think Deadly Dispute plus Stitcher Supplier is extremely good. It also makes finding Kroxa much more easy, as well as just fueling a lot of your graveyard synergies. Whereas Magmatic Channeler can be good going long, but for the most part, it just wasn't that good. Even when it was full-blown skis, it wasn't that good. You know, we really want like a Jace Vryn's Prodigy in that spot, but just being a third color is not doable. So I think what we're just going to have to do is learn to live with Stitcher Supplier. Now, I played this deck in the past, and this build felt pretty smooth. So the mana base is good. I think if you liked the deck, I think this mana base is a great place to start, but I would probably just do a clean swap of Magmatic Channeler for Stitcher Supplier. I like the third Fire Temper. I've been enjoying it. I might even go up to 4. The main deck Go Blank was awesome. The Claim to Fames, as I talked about in my article, weren't that good, so I would recommend cutting them again. They are better with Magmatic Channeler, but if you cut Magmatic Channeler, I would definitely cut Claim to Fame. I like the Kolaghan's Command. I might go up to 2, but you need to balance your mana base or your curve. And then again, I might add another Go Blank to the main because it was just really good when you're squeezing your opponent with Thoughtseize and Kroxa, and then you go blank and you finally get all of it and the graveyard, you know? The sideboard, the Necromentions, I think are a nice touch. I would recommend going with them in the future. I think 4 Duress, 4 Thoughtseize, and 3 Go Blank is too much discard. I think Duress is by far the worst sideboard card out of this bunch, and I might want to trim some for some just generically good threats. I feel like this deck needs a couple more maybe sideboard creatures that just do something. The problem is they need to cost 1 or 2, and where you really start getting creatures that are potent against control and the like is when you hit the 3rd mana cost. So maybe we find some way to get a threat in the sideboard. Maybe it's just something like the 2-drop enchantment that deals 1 damage to the opponent every turn and it keeps them from gaining life. I forgot the name of it. Sulfuric Vortex Light. Anyway, Flameblast Bolt was fine-ish. Lava Coil is fine-ish. I think those types of removal spells play a nice role. The fact that neither of them are the fact that Lava Coil is not instant speed is kind of a bummer. Flameblast Bolt only killing small things is a little weak. Angrass Rampage was surprisingly good. I brought it in a couple different spots. It's just extra removal, but in some cases, like we just played against the Soulflare deck, just having an Edict effect is excellent. I would 1000% play Liliana the Veil in this format. I think it would be quite good. And while Ingress Rampage isn't that, it is an Edict effect, and we just don't have too many of those. Yes, Roiling Vortex. It's like Sulfuric Vortex, but it's roiling instead. Den of the Bugbear was excellent as always. Hive of the Eye Tyrant was fine. I don't know if I want to just balance the mana in such a way where I can play 4 copies of Den of the Bugbear, but I think having your land enter untapped on 1 is fine, and we have more need for untapped black on 1 than red. So I think the 3-1 split, or even the original split of 2-1 might be better after playing with its Anywho, that's going to do it for Rakdos Blood. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube if you're watching this there. But that's going to be it for me. Thanks for watching.